Yeah. How's your week been?
Pretty good. How's yours?
Yeah, not bad. Guess we're just waiting on last two people. I've put the nameplates on some of the tokens just so it's easier for you to remember their names. Also easier for me to remember their names. The other thing that is going to happen is due to Max dropping out, we're going to begin by saying that during Steve and Alpha's call back to the SGC, they requested that Raymond, um, Specialist Raymond, return immediately due to some information they'd learned that he and them needing him on a different assignment. So
Is he dropped out for good?
Yes.
Right.
So, as a result, that his character has returned for a special assignment elsewhere. During the same callback that you've made with the Naquita generator.
Nice.
Right. Yeah, I guess the best thing to do while we're waiting for the last two people to join would be do a bit of a recap, I guess. So, last session, you'd all just returned back to the SGC after a hiatus due to the whole pandemic issue, and with the rollout of the vaccine already taking place and being given to the members of the SGC and their families. Today, Monday, the 19th, I think it was. Yeah, 20th of May in 2020 is your first day back to work at the SGC. And you were sent on a fairly simple mission to go and deliver the vaccine to the people on Talos site. Upon arriving here, you discovered that the base was completely empty. Searching for information, you found some metal that seemed to have some acid melting burn marks on it, and you heard some mechanical sounds that you decided was most likely the sounds of replicators. Along with that, you also determined that the people, there was no sign of the people or their equipment, and so you went looking for them. Following some tracks, you headed south and found a set of ruins that appear to be formerly belonging to Anubis or one of his underlings, and you found the research team here. They showed you a tablet at the base of the sarcophagus. You determined inside the sarcophagus was most likely a one of these servants of the Goa'uld, Anubis, probably another Goa'uld based on the senses you have as Goa'uld yourself, both Lilith and Zhao Shen. And you read through the tablet there, finding out it mentioned some ancient battle. And then the cube was shown to you as well, which was a cube with languages not belonging to the Goa'uld, but of 6 different races, 4 of which you identified as the 4 Great Races Alliance that once existed. You reported your findings to the SGC, along with the fact that the DHD appears to be missing. And then we finished the session, so that leaves you where you are now, where Raymond has just returned to the SGC for his new assignment, and the wormhole just, as you're ready to proceed forward. Hoping that actually worked and that was audible.
I definitely heard a loud sound.
Yeah, so the gate shut down. You're left there with alongside Alpha, and you've got the Naquita generator still hooked up to the gate. Steve.
Hello,
So-
sorry for being late.
What was that, sorry?
Said I'm sorry for being late.
That's okay. It happens. You're not very late. It's only 10 minutes, so... Yeah. So, what would you like to do there, Steve?
I don't really know, to be honest. I'm kind of...
Do you plan on leaving the generator hooked up, or do you want to take it with you as you head back to the other two?
I might. Yeah, I'll pick it up to be on the safe side. I don't think it would be a good idea to just leave it there.
Okay.
So yes, I will pick it up.
Yep. So you pick up the Naquita generator. It takes 2 encumbrance on you, and then you start heading back towards the main group there. And as you arrive back across the river yet again, now that you've got the 2 boats and you can go back and forth as you please. Also, I think the water's receded quite a way, so you were able to stride through it without any issue.
Cool.
Yeah. So you head back down into the ruins.
All right. Cool. Meet up with the other guys and relay the messages back that I received from the command.
Yeah, so does anyone want to inform anyone else of anything they've worked out in the meantime while you've been separated from one another?
I completely forgot what I figured out.
Yeah.
I think you're leaving notes somewhere for yourself. Yeah, so
I think we figured out something about the Jotun.
as you arrive back over to the side here, there's Dr. Jason Malachi just says, hey, guys, I think I have something.
What you got?
So he shows you this indentation he's found in the floor there. I think it's some sort of switch.
I'm not sure we should press it if.
Give me a or basically, just as you're starting to say that, you see his hand reaching for the switch. So give me some sort of check to whether you want to do it through social or whether you want to try and catch his hand physically. Give me some sort of check to see if you can get there before he actually presses it.
I'm going to do a. Try a do. I guess the closest thing is like a leadership check. Just say stop, like make a loud booming voice to try and prevent him from fucking up.
Yeah. So because of how close he is to pressing it already, make it a hard check. Because his hand is only right above the switch right now. Oh, why wouldn't we press it? Don't we want to find out what it does?
Think, man, we are in an Gould tomb.
Yeah, I mean,
There,
we're wanting to find out more about this place, aren't we? That's the whole point of the research expedition.
exactly. If we activate that tomb, that might let it free things that should not be free.
Okay, what do you suggest we do with it then?
Try and decipher it. I'm not saying not to switch it, but I'm saying we should gather more information before we just start flipping random switches.
Okay. Dr. Watson? Yes. I think they're right there, young Malachi. I think a good plan here would be indeed to look over the writings and see if we can determine what these switches do. I don't suppose any of you have any experience translating gold. It might go a little bit quicker. My team is more to do with the research side of things rather than languages, although we do have the notes here to go over it and try and do it ourselves if we need to.
Language is a hobby of mine. I could look it over.
Excellent. Excellent indeed.
I could probably help us.
Yeah, so you look at the writings nearby the switch that Malachi found. and you see references to a lab. And a secret pathway.
It appears to be a secret pathway of sorts.
You also notice that the switch that he was going to press seems to just be one amongst a bunch in this Goa'uld text, and that certain words are able to be pressed in, indicating it might be some sort of combination lock or something similar based on what you decipher.
Alright, I relay the rest of that information to the team. And I also start looking for a pattern. If there's like any pattern on the walls or any clues to as to the combination, the correct sequence.
So you see some references here. Basically, give me a hard xenology check. Sorry, not xenology, xenolinguistics. Someone.
I don't think I have good xenolinguistics.
You have better than I do.
Also better than me.
It's 2 green. Yeah, so it is better.
I have 2 green, so yeah.
Same.
Well, we're all the same then. What was it? Hard?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't know your Goa'uld phrases. You can't even read Goa'uld, so you're just going through this, looking at it, going, this is indicating something. Take a couple of strain as well.
See, that's why I didn't want to do the check.
And reset your strain from last session if you have any carrying over.
Did we get any bonus for being?
Oh, no bonus is going to work for me to win that check.
I mean, for us, not for you.
Ah, right.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you would like to, if someone else wants to give it a go, they're welcome to. You know, if you are Goa'uld, I'll give you a boost as well, because it's, you're speaking the language, so you can read it okay. It's a matter of, can you connect any patterns. So because you're able to read it, you can have a boost.
Nope.
Yeah. So you take a couple of strain. You notice a few words there, but for whatever reason stick out to you. But in terms of pattern, you haven't picked up on one. But a few words that are... Oh, there we go. Lilith picks up on a pattern there. She notices the way it's phrased is quite often similar to the tablet at the base of the sarcophagus. So as you go through this and it's mentioning this lab, it starts off talking about the the lab breathing fresh air into the universe. it then goes on and states that it lay down there below the rider, distorted and pale. And then, as you keep going through it, you realize it starts connecting more and more to this tablet, but the words it uses, not always the full phrase or sentence of the poem that was on the tablet, but quite often referencing it, but in a different order. And oftentimes, many of these references, and some other words as well, but many of the words in reference are some of the ones that are indented and can be pressed as an activation switch.
Interesting. Not sure if that helps us. The thing.
He did say it's in a different order to what it is, so maybe we follow the same order as what you noticed.
That's a good shot. But yeah, it's an open to a secret pathway. It's a risk to activate it, but I guess we should.
Yeah. So after
Alright, I
just
guess.
ciphering that, if you're wanting to go through it, so you notice that the first correlative switch mentions death. The next one correlating mentions breathing. Then you notice that there is a reference to the spray of rock beat and surf, and the rider. And finally, you notice that there is a mention to unblown trumpets. And with that last press,
Rings.
So yeah, you hear the sound of rings coming from somewhere in here, and yeah, as they activate, you hear from the main hallway there. Sir, some activity just happened. There was some rings in the main chamber. Did anyone activate that, or is that enemy activity?
I think it was us. Back there.
Okay. Men stand down.
Did anything come through?
Oh, they're just the rings raising up from the ground there.
Well, that's a passageway.
Yeah, so I guess let's stand there and try it again.
Yeah,
Who wants to go through?
So if someone goes into the main room, the spot that they indicate was activated is the circle. The rings came up around the circle there. That is the showing the image of the beetle and the unk, the winged beetle.
Capri.
Yes.
Steve, why don't you go provide backup? I'll stay here and activate it. I'm no use in a combat scenario.
Yeah, okay. I'll get back up there.
Don't sell yourself short, or shorter than you are.
Hey, is that a short joke?
Not intentionally. You do seem taller than most Asgard, but it might just be the hat.
I wear the hat well.
Yeah. So
Oh,
you're
do I
just
need to
gonna
move
go on your own, the two of you, or?
Unless you want to ask one of them to activate it for you. Then you can come with us.
Oh yeah, I'll just have them activate it. Not that I'll be much help in a combat.
Yeah. So
Who knows? They might be hungry.
I asked someone to activate it, gave them the pattern, and then I headed over here.
yeah. So as you head over and you get ready they get ready to activate it. Out calls Malachi. Hey, are you ready?
As ready
Yes.
as I'll ever be.
Push it, you imbecile.
Yeah, and with that,
Loud noises.
yeah, and the three of you head through to this ring here. And you end up over here. There we go. Ideally, that's got you all in here. Yeah. If you can see the current location, excellent.
Yep.
So yeah, as you come through the other side, you see some people wearing Jafar armor with a tattoo on their forehead, similar to what's shown there. And yeah, you hear from them, Jaffa, Kree! And we'll have some rolls for initiative, I think. So if you go into the combat tab, there should be the initiative check there.
Is this vigilant?
Well, you kind of somewhat indicated, Zal did already, that you were expecting something down here. So if you want to go cool, you can. If you prefer to go vigilance, you can do that too.
Whoops, sorry, I had extras in there.
Also, that was just a regular cool check. If you go to the combat tab, it'll roll it as initiative instead. There's a cool listing in there at the top.
So can I choose vigilant? Sorry.
Yeah, if you want to go vigilance, you can.
Did not help me in the slightest. Your cool check is so fucking high. What the fuck?
So you got 3, 1, just like they did. Okay. Yeah, so you've got 2 turns before they get a go, so what would you like to do?
Sorry, who's up first? Okay.
Doesn't really matter. It's just any of our turns. Should we just start attacking straight away? I mean, we're after the Jaffa. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to try and yell out in diplomatic shit, or just want to
Yeah,
go?
I'll try and I guess I can try and talk them down and say, "We come in peace. We come in peace."
What's the
No,
command for making Java stand down?
Kree Hormel, which
Cree Hormel.
which
I
basically
would.
means listen up, don't shoot.
Okay, I'd like to shout that in my gold voice.
Okay. Give me a leadership check against their discipline, I think. So
Ah, darn! I was hoping it would be deception.
You want me to do
Oh, I
the?
mean, if you want to do deception for it, that would make sense too.
Okay, cool. I'm
Their
good at deception.
discipline is hard with 2 upgrades.
So 1 purple, 2 blacks.
If
Or
you
3
go,
red.
so 3 purples on the right there, and then underneath there's a little box that says upgrade
Oh, okay.
on the right hand side.
So 3 and 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you succeed, and they stand down. And in Goa'uld, they start speaking to you. Are you another scientist?
Yes.
Right. Who are these?
I point to Zhao and say he's a scientist and Steve is our bodyguard.
Right. He looks odd.
What are you trying to say?
Okay. I guess we'll show you to the lab with the other scientists.
Good.
So, yeah, as you draw closer to him, you notice that they don't quite seem like normal Jafar. But they, as a group, start leading you this direction.
Let's follow.
So they start heading up the stairs there to this upper area. And as you come up here, you you can see them sort of lead you through here, and so before they go any further, they go, do you know what your specific assignment here is?
No, I was under the impression that I'd find that out when I got here.
Give me a easy deception check on that one. You still had the 2 upgrades on there. So you'd have
Oh,
one
sorry.
more advantage and a success in there if you didn't put them on. So yeah, you do succeed that with
Forgot to
a
click
4
off that.
advantage. So with that, you can. Is there something you'd like to do with your advantage, or any ideas?
If I can get any more information about what they're doing here, that'd be great.
Okay, I'll lead you to Cal Mock, and he will give you your assignment. As do you need me to show you around at all, or have you been here before?
This is our first time here.
Very good. As you know, our Lord has been recently uncovering a number of bases formerly belonging to former system lords. Among them was this base where he discovered research into reactivating and controlling replicators.
Ah,
As they pass, and he says that he points off uh, to the north there, where there is a small chamber with a glass door on it, and inside you can see 4 replicators.
we'd love to see how you are controlling them.
They are specially programmed. They don't have the full intelligence and desire to replicate that replicators typically do. They're simply the blocks put together at the moment with entirely under our command. And yeah, did anyone notice anything else in this room, or are you just gonna keep moving?
Is that the DHD over there?
Are you asking that, or are you just
Oh, damn.
no idea what you just said? Sorry. Yeah, were you asking that, or were you just
No, I was just asking you.
yeah, you can see what appears to be the DHD.
Okay. Take note. And also, do we recognize the symbol of these Jaffa?
That would be a check. Probably.
What?
Let's see. The sort of check you're going to have to make for that is going to be a society check.
Ooh, I got that. What difficulty?
I do not.
It's going to be a hard check. Yeah, so you recognize the symbol of the Jafar here, as the middle of it, inside the nonicon, is the symbol of Ares, but Ares didn't used to have the nonicon around it. Also, someone give me a average warfare check.
Don't have it, but I'll give it a try. Oh, you got it.
Okay. Yeah, so from reading over previous SGC mission reports, you know that SG-1 actually killed Ares using a a puddle jumper that had inside it a time machine. It occurred on a planet that was reported to be the then home to Harry Mayborn.
Ah, that guy.
Who at the time was calling himself a king.
I remember that one.
So as far as you know, Ares is dead, and yet a bunch of Jafar seem to be walking around with his symbol on their heads. I mean, a little bit different because now it's inside a Nonicon.
Alright, noted. Gonna keep playing along for now.
So yeah, they proceed forward and lead you to the stairwell over in the corner here. If you proceed down there, you will find the main labs, and inside which, if you head towards the south side of them, will be the control gate and the rest of the scientists in there. You'll also find all of our research and everything down there as well, where you can continue the good work and get these fully operational for our Lord.
Excellent. I'll head down there.
And the three of them return to the ring control room that you all came in through. So I've moved your tokens, as I assume all three of you are heading down there. So I've moved you down to where the stairs lead to, the lower floor.
This is solve the replicator mystery.
Indeed.
So ideally all three of you should have proper vision here, although various areas will be darker than others because of the lights.
Yeah, also solve the DHD mystery.
Is Steve going with them?
Oh, I thought you were dragging all of us.
No, I put you where the stairs continued because you couldn't get there on your own, but after that.
I think something's down there.
Yeah, so down there you see a large door indicated by the red marker there, and on the side is a what looks like fairly recent panel with requiring some sort of key card, it looks like, or something similar, or control crystal, or it's got a spot to insert something.
Looks like we'll track that down.
So you think you can get that open?
Not without the correct key card.
You want to go across to the right over here?
If you want to go that way, you can.
It's
Hey.
dark.
There's peoples.
So in there you see a bunch of people wearing what appears to be horse guard armor in the middle of what is probably sparring. Either that or they're having some sort of competition as two on the side chant on.
Hello. Actually, no. Greetings. I'll do my actual voice.
They turn to look at you and then just go back to watching the match between these two in the middle.
um,
Guess that's the only path that way. We'll go
can I be like, um, what is the wager?
10 aquidograms.
Shit, isn't that heaps? Isn't that like heaps of money?
It's give or take 1,000 Earth credits.
I definitely don't have that much.
Do you have any aquidograms at the moment?
No, I got none. I only have the Earth currency one, 430.
Yeah, I don't think that they would be accepting that as a valid currency during this, given that they appear to be serving someone.
If you're pretty sure you can win, I could maybe offer my Zat gun.
Oh wow! No, isn't that OP?
It's not the original Zat gun, but they don't know that.
I don't know if I'm for guaranteed if I'm going to win or not. But I don't know. I'm happy to give it a go, but I don't want to bet your item. Just going to see if I have anything. I don't know if I do.
I'm willing to.
Are you willing to? Yeah, all right then, sure.
So what sort of Zat gun do you have?
It's I think it's the ZD2.
So it's an Earth-made Zat gun, so it looks quite different to the originals.
It's not close enough that I could.
In terms of what it appears like, let's see if I can. I will drop it here for you quickly. Here, let's see. That is, if it'll load up fast enough.
Right, it's under combat. Yeah, it's a ZG2.
You got the ZG2. ZG2. Load that in, and then you can see what it looks like. Okay. There you go. That's what your weapon looks like.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize they changed the look.
Yeah. So there's a few like even the new version, like the new Zat Nictel looks a bit different to the original. Each type has a slightly different look to them, but the human-made ones are much more mechanical looking in nature, closer, somewhere between a Zat gun and a actual, human weapon.
Could I perhaps convince them that it's a better Zat gun?
I mean, they are more or less on sale galaxy-wide because it was, it's gone. It's a fairly common weapon that is, was sold through the Stargate Alliance to all of their different groups, and you know, plenty of crates over time have been misplaced and resold elsewhere, so it's not going to be uncommon for someone else to have one.
Okay, but it might be for Jaffa that aren't allied with Atari at all.
Yeah, but they are also on sale in black markets and stuff too at this point. So, you know, they wouldn't be surprised that you have one. You know, they might see it as inferior due to it being Tari construction instead of
Alright, well, I'll offer it as the wager for Steve to fight.
Give me a moment there, and let's see. You, they're speaking gold at the moment, but they you want to see him fight, and you want to give over a puny little knockoff.
Well, if you're afraid, then I can always leave, and you can
Does
leave with
Steve
nothing.
speak gold?
Oh no, I'm just speaking English or whatever language everyone else is speaking, except for gold.
Because these
I'll
guys
tell
are
him, what, are you afraid of him?
afraid. No, we'll fight anyone. One of them steps forward in this full horse guard armor here.
Excellent. And I'll push Steve forward.
There's the armor that they wear.
Ah, fuck. All right, cool. Actually, I
You
want
might
to
have a snack after all.
I want to have. Here we go. I got free Jafar armor on. It's just like I'll say this to them as well. Be like, look at the armor that I'm wearing. It's not that I haven't versed one of your kind before.
Yeah, so one of the ones in the middle steps back, and the other one stays there, ready to fight you. And with that,
Ready? Fight!
yeah, let's go for a new round of gonna be based on cool here, because you're both expecting it.
Gosh, who's going to get the first fucking hit in here? Okay, well, he's definitely going first.
Yeah, so as you, yeah, you see over here, basically there's a wager of, you know, each of them are putting in 10 naquitograms, and Lilith is putting in her Zat gun here as collateral. So there's a total on the table there of 30 naquitograms and a Zat gun.
Yeah.
Wait, is he fighting 1v1 or against all of them?
Currently 1v1.
No.
Okay.
No, I don't want to verse all of them. What the fuck?
I was just making sure.
No! Okay, yep.
That'd be a little bit too much.
Speaking gold, the guy in the middle there says, lay out the rules. Melee or fists?
Is melee meaning like a weapon?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a brawl weapon. Does that count as melee, or
What sort of weapon do you have?
it's an exo gloves?
Yeah, it would count as a melee in this case.
But it says the weapon type is brawl.
It is, yeah. But what he means is, do you want to go with weapons or do you want to go just hands and fists?
Do Wraith get like a unarmed thing, or
I have claws.
they might count as probably.
Yeah, it counts as a melee weapon.
No,
Understand.
claws. If you've got claws, that'll count as just you unarmed.
Oh,
It's up to you which way you want to go. Do you want to go with weapon, or do you want to go?
what type of weapon would he use?
The melee weapons that seem, looking around, you can see they're all holding staff weapons. So, as a melee weapon, you assume that that's what they'll use.
Hmm.
Lilith will make a claw gesture. Smile at
Use-
Steve.
So claws is unarmed, is it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Fine, we'll go unarmed then.
Okay.
I choose unarmed.
Okay. And so you step up, ready to fight this individual.
Yep.
And yeah.
Is he taking the first hit because I have defense?
Okay. Yeah. What sort of defense do you
I
have?
have 2 defense. That's all I got
Okay.
at this stage.
Anything else that contributes here, or just the 2
Mm,
defense?
not at this stage, no. One hit. Alright, so is that, 5 damage?
Yep.
Alright, cool. Doesn't get past my soak.
Okay.
I'll
So
go
he has 3 defense.
3.
Yeah.
Alright.
Ooh, dang. This might be a long fight.
Damn.
You also forgot the difficulty side of that.
Oh, well, I'm still going to lose, aren't I? What's difficulty? Is it 2?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. Oops, I just wrote the pull. Whoopsie. There we go. Oh, what is that?
That's
Is that
a
a
triumph.
despair? Oh. What?
That's actually the good one.
Well, I don't know. It's up to you if you want to take that one. Otherwise, I'm happy to fail it. I don't care.
You know what? Sure, because you missed the difficulty on the first, we'll count that whole thing as a re-roll. Why not?
Okay.
So, what are you landing with that? +1 damage. So, what's your brawl? Brawn?
My brawn.
Yeah.
My brawn is 4.
So it's 5 damage plus the 3, so 8.
Triumph. I will knock him prone and push him against the back wall. I can push him up to 1. What does it say? It's bull rush. Knock the target prone and move them up to 1 range band away from your character. So
Okay.
I'll shove him into the wall.
Into
and hopefully do extra
short
damage.
range away from engaged.
Yeah.
Yep. And I will. Make a roll for resilience to see if he receives any damage. He does not. He still gets knocked prone, but he just, during his turn here, he stands back up and
Why doesn't it count the damage from brawn, even though I've got it there?
it doesn't automatically add
Like
that
shove.
+1 to the rest. You have to.
All right.
You can put in the full number instead if you want.
Yeah. Okay. So it'll be 5 damage. Oh. All right. Cool. Sweet, so you can go.
Okay. Yeah. So he takes a hit there of that 5 damage, and he shrugs it off and moves back towards you and takes another swing.
Your wouldn't be 8 because of the successes?
What
Your
was
what?
that, sorry?
Wouldn't it be 8 damage because of the successes?
Yes.
I'm assuming he has 3 soak. Haha.
He's got more soak than that, but
Aww.
Ah, okay.
yeah, I meant, yeah, sorry, that it is 8. I had calculated it out, and you did get a hit in there. He did get a little injured, but he takes a swing, and you sidestep it entirely there, and he loses his balance a little,
I guess
giving
I'll
you an
go again.
opening, so you can take 2 boosts for that.
Out of all that.
But he blocks your shot, and takes another swing at you.
It's gonna be a lot of back and forth. So
And just misses as
Again.
you sidestep it. But you land a hit there for
the 4 plus 1, then whatever success.
yeah, so
Yeah, 6.
6.
6.
And
Can I help by taunting him and telling him what happened to the last Jaffa that Steve has fought?
Sure, why not?
I'll do deception to make up a horror story.
Sure.
What would be the difficulty?
It's going to be 2 reds and a purple.
2 reds and a purple. Okay.
Yep. Because it's against his discipline. This character's discipline.
Okay.
Yeah, what would you like to say?
I'll tell him about how the last Jaffa that Steve fought is never going to have children.
Yeah, it's a little bit, you're trying to make something up on the spot, so it stresses you out a little bit. So take 1 strain for it. But yeah, you go through this story of how in the last fight, Steve ripped the opponent's testicles off. With his claws that this guy's already facing, and it stresses him out a little bit, so he takes a bit of strain on himself. Although with the sort of enemy it is, because they don't have strain, it is counting towards this fight for you a bit better.
That's some ruthless cajoling.
Take it.
Yeah. And Steve just had a go, so
I
it'll
like
be
playing
this
parts in
guy's turn
D&D
again.
just for vicious mockery.
Ooh.
He
8.
lands a hit there, but he hits against your armor and it hurts his hand a little bit as he lands that hit. But it still gets through to you a bit, I
Right,
assume.
so that's 2. Two damage in. Alright, cool. So do I get a boost for the taunt and shit like that, or what am I getting?
It basically did a damage.
Yeah, it basically counted
okay.
on that front.
Alright, cool. In that case, I will then just I'll transfer a boost to my next hit, if that's okay.
Okay.
Cool. Otherwise, yeah, get some damage in there.
Yeah.
7 damage in total. So that's 7, so it gets 1 hit.
Yeah, and again, he hits off of your armor, and it doesn't hurt as much as last time, but it does hurt him a little bit, and, you know, he's sitting there swearing in Goa'uld.
Take a right hook with the advantage I got before, and apparently miss.
But you got 3 advantage there, so what would you like to do with that?
Can I knock in prone but not do any damage? Oh, actually no, I think I need a successful hit for that.
It does.
Could you do a critical?
Yeah, could I? Oh,
Not without
really.
connecting.
Hit.
You need to hit first.
Oh, okay.
Can I make his difficulty increased on the
Yeah,
next hit?
you can use 1 to add a setback and another 2 to add a second setback.
Yeah, cool. 2 setbacks additional then.
Yeah. So basically, as you take this swing, you miss, but quickly thinking, you sweep his leg a little bit, and while he steps out of it, it unbalances him a little bit for his next swing.
This guy's gonna break his hands before he does anything to Steve.
Sweep the leg.
Cool, that doesn't hit then.
Okay. Well, I mean, it
whoops.
does hit. It just hits your armor, I guess.
I didn't add the 2 boosts. Oh no, I didn't add 2 boosts, did I? No, I didn't. Doesn't matter. I'll add a boost on my next hit.
Okay. So he takes another swing at you.
Is that 7 damage? So 1 hit in again. Man, he's taking a lot of strain.
He's hurting his hand as he bounces, as you know, he's punching your armor like this.
Oh, fuck me. Alright. Can I do 1 setback and 1 boost for me? So 1 setback for him, 1 boost for me. So boost on my
Yeah,
next
you
hit.
can. Yep, that would
And a
work.
setback on his next.
Yep. Yeah, so he takes another swing at you, and he misses. But he's going to recover some of that. Actually, that's not how
Drain.
that works, because it has wounds on this. But yeah, what he's going to do is
Setback on me.
yeah, he does
Two
a similar move to you as to what you did to him before, and attempts to sweep your leg.
2 setback.
Yeah.
Still goes in.
But you
I got a
manage
crit.
to connect, and he falls back on the ground, and he appears to be unconscious.
Oh. Oh, I could devour him now. He's incapacitated.
Fatality.
You could.
Mortal Kombat!
No,
You might find the rest of the people in the room are likely to turn on you if you start doing that.
Yeah. I know. I'll choose my moments when I do that.
Doo-doo.
All right, cool. And I'll stand up, obviously a little bit bloody from what he's done to me, and I'll be like, "Victory is mine. I will not devour you this day, but do not cross me again."
The guy is on the ground unconscious.
Oh no, I'm speaking to everyone.
Oh.
Lasted longer than anyone has against Steve.
The great and fearful Steve.
the fearful Steve.
Yeah, so, you know, Lilith winning the bet, one of the others steps forward and hands her 30 naquitagrams.
Sweet.
So, are you happy to get your zap back and take 10 naquitagrams and I take 20 naquitagrams? Are you happy for that?
Sure.
So it's kind of like a 50-50-ish?
It's more like a 66-33, but yeah.
Is that with your zap gun?
I mean, the Zach gun is collateral. It's not.
Yeah, okay. Well, you can take 15 then.
Okay, that works.
So I got 15, you got 15, and your Zach back. Cool.
And we might need to take a 5 to 10 minute break there, and we'll come back after that.
Okay.
All
Is
right.
there a spot on the character sheet for naquadigrams?
Yeah,
it's
it should
underneath
be
the
under.
currency.
Yeah, the first tab where it says character info, there should be a spot there underneath Earth currency.
Oh, okay. I was looking under inventory.
There you go. Got you a little bit of money already.
Yes. To be fair, I was half expecting you to devour that guy too.
Yeah, well, I was tempted, but I feel like we probably, unless you guys wanted to fight these guys.
You know how I feel about fighting.
Is that a no?
That's I am a useless. I will provide the moral support.
You bake me some muffins, and then I'll go kill everyone.
I'll just say that if you do need to feed, I'd rather you do it on them than me.
Oh yeah, no, I'm with my character. I'm just kind of joking around. He's a
I'd
bit,
rather
Okay.
I'd rather have you feed on my delicious yellow cubes.
Oh no, I'm gonna feed on people.
What if I make the cubes taste like people?
What if we turn the people into cubes?
Ooh, hey little kittens, what are you doing? Sorry, cat just came in.
Try our new Jaffa cubes.
Soylent Jaffa. Soylent yellow.
Alright, well, if we're taking a break, I am going to grab some food.
Yeah, I might do the same. I'll be back in Fiverr.
Okay. As people come back, just let me know. Oh, I forgot that element. A little late. I'd meant to play this while you were while he was fighting. Bit of battle music.
Yep.
Nice.
But I think it fits nicely here.
I heard in my head the Mortal Kombat theme when he was fighting.
Finish him.
Anyone seen the new movie?
Yep, it's pretty fun.
I haven't
Yeah,
yet.
I liked it. I thought it was quite good.
Got some Australian representation.
Oh, it's so good. So good. We're all like that, by the way.
That's what I imagine the typical Australian to be, just jumping around doing somersaults and lasers out of their eyes, just, Australian stuff.
I mean, what they should have done is, added some kangaroos like us riding in their pouches and stuff, and that would have been fine. That would have been it.
Dude, they should have it. They should have had a kangaroo fighting.
Or his special power should have been jumping.
Hey, they can bounce too.
Yeah, so I guess if we're all back, yeah. So I meant to play this during the battle, but kind of forgot to. Yeah, for most sessions I intend to run some music alongside. You can, if you know how Discord works, you can always right-click the one that says system and adjust their volume. But yeah, so yeah, as you get handed this these 30 naquitograms and you dish it out to Steve, is there anything else you're doing here, or just let?
Do you guys want to go again, or do you guys want to leave?
That's completely up to Steve.
I'm happy to give it another go.
I'm also not sure if they're willing to fight you again. Do they have any key card things visible?
Give me a hard perception check.
actually ranked that up once. So.
You take a couple of strain as you're trying to search them all during the battle there, during the fight. You couldn't find any keycards. You strongly suspect that these particular ones are not allowed entry into the science lab there, but it takes you a couple of strain as you try and do it without being noticed.
Okay. Well, I guess let's check the other side.
I'll ask him as well. Now that I have your attention and you know I'm worthy, we are trying to get this before. We need a key card. What can I do to get this information?
I think you need to do a deception check here.
What?
Why? Because at this point they're going to start seeing through your ruse. Otherwise, if you're going to ask for a key card directly from
you that's a very risky play.
Oh.
Can I like shake my head at Steve or something?
Steve.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
I'll be like, okay, I see him shake his head and be like, wait, I just found mine. My apologies. I'll leave.
I'm still going to make you do a deception.
No! No! Oh, I'm shit at deception though.
Give me an average deception check.
Okay. Can I help him?
You can
Steve,
you can provide help as in it's his stat, but you provide your ranks.
Okay, I have 1 rank.
All right.
Probably better than Steve does.
So it's assisted deception.
Hey!
There you go. Yeah, so they look at you strangely for a moment and then help their friend to the side, this guy does, and the other two step in and start fighting in a sparring match, it looks like, as you leave.
As Steve heads over, I said, probably best not announce to the world that we don't have, we're looking to get in places we probably shouldn't be.
This is why I'm not the brains.
I can tell that very much.
I'm the brawn.
You did very well as the brawn.
Yeah. Over on that side you can see.
I don't think the shadows are working very well, just so you know.
It's supposed to be dark, but I think it might be a little darker than I'd intended.
It's completely black.
Okay, hang on a second.
Yeah, up where my token is here, it's black.
Now I can get to here without it being black.
Yeah, that better?
Oh, that's better. Yeah, it went dark and then it went light.
Yeah, I was dropping another light source in that was trying to get it at minimal light levels. Hang on, that's better.
Maybe I shouldn't go first to talk to people. You can go first.
Who is that red person?
How did you push through the door there?
we weren't sure if it was a door or not. Sorry.
That's okay. I mean, that's fine. I don't mind you pushing through it. I was just curious how you managed it. It's one that's very easy to open, so I've got no issue with you doing it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll We kind of just assumed that it was just the blackness that blocking other spots.
That's fair. Yeah, so you step through that door there into this hallway, and at the end of the hall, you can see an individual there, with same sort of armor, and you can see the shoulder of another Jafar, but you can't tell what sort of armor it is just yet. But the one at the end there has the same horse guard armor as the men in the other room, but a deep red cape with it as well.
He's important.
Greetings. We are here to get our assignments.
Give me a 1 purple, 2 red deception.
Can I help by essentially when he says we're here for assignment? I said like I'm specific here looking for the Klingon glycogen reaction, bunch of mumbo jumbo to sound more legit.
Yeah, you can add an extra boost to that. Why not? So we just roll a boost on its own.
Okay.
I think you forgot to click off of it before rolling it. There you go.
Huh.
Yeah, so you got no threat, so you're not going to take any strain. You got a triumph and 2 successes out of it. So, what would you like to use your triumph for?
You can use it to affect other people around.
Yeah,
If you
what
want.
can I use it for here?
Would you like
You
to
can also use it
for
for a story element.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. That works.
Well, I'm not the right person to see. Once you use your cards and step through the into the main science chambers, Locknell should provide you with whatever science thingy what's it you're doing. But you've remembered your key cards, right?
Oh, I'll look at Zhao to see like what he thinks.
I'm going to like pat myself down. It's like, oh darn it! It must have gotten blasted.
Fine. I'll lend you mine. He throws down the hall. A small crystal looking thing, black in color. It's
Thank you very much.
It's an Onicon sort of disc crystal thing in black. And it matches
We won't take any
the
more time.
hole that was in terms of, if you put it sideways, the slit that was existing in the other bit, it matches the sort of height of it. Make sure to return that to me when you're done, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And don't forget your IDs next time.
Will do.
Won't happen again.
We won't.
I'll be sure to carry them next time.
Yeah. So as you return to the main door there, you push the disc in, I assume.
Yep.
And with that, the door opens into what appears to be some sort of airlock compression chamber. Large enough for one, it seems.
I guess I'll go first.
Yeah. Yep. So I assume you leave the key card for them or something then? The chip?
Yeah.
Yep. And as you as you go through here, the door behind you shuts up there, and then the one in front opens up, and across the chasm that you're looking at there, you can see a number of replicators that seem to have been eating the platform.
Oh shit.
Oh.
And the other two of you come through one at a time afterwards, and then see the same thing.
I thought these were supposed to be under control.
Oh, this looks bad. Is this bad? I'm pretty sure this is bad.
Did anyone take a human weapon?
Our sergeant Raymond is gone.
Oh.
Was reassigned.
Fuck, he was the only one who could shoot these motherfuckers. I mean, I can punch
Now
them.
you
but
see why I was willing to give up my Zat gun.
Yeah, so from Steve's position, he can currently see over on his left side there, from the way he's facing, which, yep, that side, is a what appears to be some sort of individual wearing fancy-ish looking clothing, but you would say that it's some sort of, it's not your typical fancy goa'uld clothing. It's more practical than that, but it is still, you would say that they're more than likely some sort of a goa'uld based on the clothing style.
Right.
Who appears to be working away at something from the angle you've got on him.
What are the replicators doing?
Currently, just from what it looks like, eating more of this platform.
Right. What do you want to do, guys?
Maybe get that person's attention. See if. I don't think they're supposed to be eating the platform. Oh no!
Did you just fall off?
Don't do it. There's so much to live for.
It's like, oh shit! Oh no!
Whoopsie daisy.
So what do you want to do here?
I don't know what to do.
Hey there. Should these replicators be eating the platform?
The individual looks up for a moment and goes, "Who said that?"
It's Lilith over here. Come to get our assignments.
Oh, very good. You've come for, what did you say about eating? Oh, they're eating the platform again. I told them to start gathering materials to replicate, but they don't seem to be easily directed as to what materials to eat. The platform was clearly not a good option because we need that to get back across. Well, I guess I'll shut him back down again.
And with that, he presses a button, and they seem to just freeze in place.
I will attempt to jump.
Yeah, give me a. Where are you jumping to? Which spot?
Here.
Okay. Yeah, give me an easy athletics check for that one. Yeah. So you leap across. You land legs either side of the replicator that was on that part of the platform as you're standing above it. And yeah, you land just fine, and it's up to.
All right. I'll kind of slowly walk around them and wait for my friends to catch up to me. I can't. The squares don't line up very well.
Hold Alt while you
is that
drag,
something
and you can
anywhere?
just ignore the squares for a bit. Usually they're very useful. It's to except
Oh,
this particular part of the map.
there we go. Wait.
Do we still have that like climbing cord that we used before, or did the one guy take that with him?
I believe that was Alpha's. Not really sure where he is this week.
Can I stand back a bit and outstretch my arm and try and assist for a boost on their half or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I hand Zhao to Steve?
I am super light and I have no equipment, right? Well, besides some cooking equipment, so I'm
you
like.
can use an average athletics to try and throw him. Yeah. Toss him.
I figured general toss. I don't think he'd be very good at jumping.
I'll fly farther with the toss than I will with a jump.
Do you reckon, like, if I stand right on the edge and he stands right on the edge, we could just pass him?
Yeah.
If you want to stand that close, I'll make it easy instead of average.
Yeah,
Okay,
very
good.
delicate goods here. This brain can't be damaged.
But because you're still leaning out over the chasm, it still requires some. You had one extra difficulty there, so.
Oh, I didn't click off it again. Sorry.
Steve also passed you a boost, I believe.
Yeah.
So just roll a boost on its own.
Oh, okay.
That.
You're getting all the fucking blank die. What the fuck?
I'm not good at dice.
Yeah, I'll take the second one. And we'll yeah, you pass Zhao over. Steve grabs him and brings him over just fine.
Hey, I got over somehow.
I jump back. Yeah, I'm kidding.
Yeah, so Steve's still standing there assisting, so keep that boost on, and I guess if Lilith wants to get across now, it'd be the time to make the easy athletics for yourself.
Okay. Wee.
Yeah, so you sprain your ankle as you land on your foot on top of the replicator and take a strain there. But Steve catches you just fine, so you don't fall off or anything.
Man, it would suck if this is how our characters died.
Credits roll.
Yeah, so you're across onto this platform. Down the bottom of it seems to be some sort of energy thing, emitting light. There's a control console over near Zhao, and over in the other room there, Steve, you can see on some sort of bench-looking thing, you can see a larger replicator that appears to be in the process of making more.
Like a queen.
I'm gonna go to this console.
That was timing.
I got a message, yeah.
It was like someone pressed a button on the console.
I wasn't sure if that was your sound effect or not.
Yeah, so you step to the console. What are you wanting to see on there?
I want to see for first get an idea of what this console is, and if there are any logs. I want to peruse the logs.
Okay. Give me um, give me a computers check. Be an average. Right.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you go through you know,
Damn.
judging off of you're still holding the key card, and when it asks for a password, you realize there's a slot next to it, and you put the little key chip card thing in, the nonagon one, and it just bypasses all the passwords for you. And you've got full access to the system. In there, you can see research logs, histories, current project leads, basically anything you want is in regards to this research is here, along with anything else related to this planet.
Do I have, because we didn't do items, do I have a like a data chip? Are those hard to procure? A
Um,
data pad, Stargate equivalent of a data pad or USB drive?
uh, in this case, it'd probably want a crystal, but it appears to allow you to upload it onto this nonagon as well. Um, in terms of whether or not you're carrying yourself like a tablet with a crystal interface to plug into this sort of stuff, it's possible. If you want to be carrying something like that, then I will have you spend a story point, and I will let you have it.
I will spend a story point since I don't have any equipment or guns or anything. I'd probably spend.
Yeah. So you have on you a tablet with a crystal interface. So it's a cord that you can attach to it, and on the other end is a crystal socket, which it does have as well, but it also still gives you that option to upload it into the nonagon chip.
As I'm like perusing the data, do I get an idea of who these guys are?
Yeah, so you're looking through this data, and the first thing you notice is the start of the project was begun by Baal shortly after the defeat of the replicators. He started it off with 3 replicator blocks so that it couldn't get too far out of control, and worked on both reactivating them and then recoding them to be subservient and not have their own thought processes that they normally do. Um, so they're currently controlled by this facility, but he was defeated before the research was complete. Um, within the it also lists that it went dormant for a very long time, and then shortly before the SGC took control of this as Tilos base, it was discovered by a Goa'uld named Deimos, and Deimos found this place and began the research back up, and only a matter of weeks later, the SGC came through and then began setting up a base above, which was of no concern to him for a long time, but recently Deimos ordered them to start testing the replicators and use the process to instill terror on the humans above. Um, as such, the with some beaming technology that they had available to them down here in this chamber, they stole the DHD so that there wasn't going to be any escape for the people above, and they would grow fearful of the sounds.
These bastards.
And it appears as though, from all indications, as though this place is directly below the base that was set up by the SGC. So the fact they weren't aware this was here is because the only way in and out is those rings. It is designed to be a secret lab, and you do need the particular ring codes to get to this particular part. If you don't put in the right combination, you do not get in. But if you can use any set of rings, you just need to know what the code is.
Do I see any mention of the codes for to return back to where we first came?
In this particular console, no. But it does mention that the console over by the rings controls the rings themselves from inside.
What about the beaming technology?
You do have access to the beaming technology from the chamber on the west side.
Okay, so we might want to use that to get the PhD back at least.
Yeah.
Steve, you want to have a talk with this person over here?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to do talking. I'm a garbage.
We might do more than talking.
Okay, well, yep. I'll start walking up. I'll look around over here.
Yeah. So the other thing you noticed is the chamber that's on the west side, so not the one that you just went through. The one that you just went through has one there as well, but it's currently deactivated. There's a force field in the hallway, but the one that you've just gone into, the three of you, doesn't have one active. The other side does.
Excellent.
So no power overloading shenanigans.
So yeah, you'll have to deactivate that before you try and enter the other side if you want to enter it.
I was thinking about doing some power overloading shenanigans.
Power overwhelming.
Yeah.
I'll talk in my gold voice. So tell us how you control these replicators.
Well, it's
Excuse me, sometimes I forget that, our bosses want us to always talk in our typical old voices. I got so used to, for so many years, just blending in and playing the part of a typical scientist in various groups and cultures that sometimes I just forget to put my voice back on, but, how Deimos is, still
There's a
fear
little
and all that bullshit.
like that.
What was that, sorry? Might have spoken over you.
Sorry, what was that?
So what is it that you're here for, exactly?
We're here to receive assignments and learn how to control these replicators.
Right, well, control interface is all right here in front of me. So far it's simple commands. We don't have the ability to direct them just yet, but we've sent our research data on to Deimos a couple of days ago when he was in orbit. he, figured it was a good time with all the operation shut down and everything anyway. When he was here, he told us to take the DHD away from the Tari above. Yeah, we've just been here doing our work, and we've sent it on to him. But if you want to control them so far, we've got these 4 buttons here. This one is move towards organic beings. This one is move away from. This one here is replicate. And the final one is attack.
Excellent.
But that's as far as we've got. It's really. I mean, they're the 4 commands. There's also, a shutdown command over here, but they're the 4 major commands for, ordering them around and such. Not that there's a lot of control, but it's better than none.
Excellent. Is that all you figured out?
That's what we've got so far. They've got them doing their job. They're successfully replicating.
Alright.
And then when we're ready, we can make them swarm this world when Deimos returns, and just leave them consuming everything above that the Tauri brought, and we'll remotely shut them off when they're done, and then take them aboard and use them as our new weapon, restoring our Lord to power.
Agreed. Steve, would you mind coming over here a second?
Yes.
I gesture to come next to the Gould.
The what? Oh, the good. Okay.
Okay, yeah. I wait for Steve to get close, and then I will zap the Gould.
Okay.
Yeah, give me the check for it. You're at short range, so it's an easy check, but it's a roll the weapon check that you should have there. Because if you look on the weapon itself, it should have a dice on there, which will let you roll that specifically and use the appropriate stat. Right. Yeah. So you take a shot, and let's see. Where is it? Here we go. You're dealing.
Can I spend the advantage to trigger the concussive?
You can. Yep.
Cool. So he can't move.
Yeah. So concussive is the target is staggered for a number of rounds equal to concussive rating. Yeah, so he's basically immobilized at the moment, more or less. Not unconscious, he's just standing there somewhat immobile and not able to do anything.
Alright, Steve?
Are you wanting me to devour him? is that Steve comment? Just there.
Dinner is served.
Alright, calm down.
Hold on, right before you do it, before you eat them, I take out some pepper and I put some on him.
Oh well,
There.
he needs to be incapacitated, so he's not done yet. Maybe do. No, it needs to be alive. Don't zat again, or does 2 zats still do the same?
No,
shit?
that's the original Zach gun. The later ones, because the the disintegration was outlawed, they had to change the way they worked, and it unfortunately made them less potent.
Right, do you want to zap him again?
Yeah, sure. But also, if you want to hit him or whatever, go for it.
Well, yeah. Can I try and knock him out with my exo gloves? So do like
Yeah,
what type of check?
whatever the melee check, whatever the weapon check is for him.
But like what difficulty?
Well, standard melee, so engaged is
2.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, he's got 1 defense as well, which I forgot to
Okay.
add for the other one, but that's fine. Okay, yeah. So you said your brawn was 4.
4. Yeah.
So 7, 10.
Yeah.
And you're wanting to use it as you're incapacitating him as opposed to trying to kill him.
Yeah.
Right. So. Okay. Yeah. What were you using the advantage for?
Can I inflict additional strain or something? Or actually, no. I'll get rid of some strain off myself.
Okay.
And if he's still up, I will shoot him again.
Okay. Add the setback on this time. There you go. Yeah. So that's 8.
Yeah, and I'll trigger the concussive again, so he still can't do anything.
Yeah. So he's just so with that one, he falls to the floor and seems to be passed out.
May I have some pepper?
There you go.
All right, I use devour.
Okay.
This is so brutal straight away. I don't actually know how to activate it.
What
I
does
think
it
it's
say on there?
It says just once per encounter. If your character is engaged with an incapacitated target and they're compatible with your diet, which you said
Yep.
any humanoid or whatever. Number of wounds equal to twice the number in devour. Target received wounds, ignoring soak, equal to wounds healed by PC.
Yep. So twice your ranks in Devourer. You've only got 1 rank in it so far, I think.
Yeah. So I heal 2.
Yeah, and they take 2 wounds.
Yeah.
I think. Hang on,
Yeah, it says equal to how many I devour.
Right.
Don't feel like getting bad. This is clearly a bad guy.
I want to do it again, but I can't. It's once per encounter. I need to recharge. All right, cool. Well, it doesn't kill him. I'm assuming.
No.
What do you? Were you expecting him to die?
A shrug.
Huh?
I mean, it's per encounter. Technically, he's unconscious. You could keep shooting him with Zats and keep him unconscious for a long time and keep doing this. So if you wanted to go all the way through and keep doing that until you've fully healed and he's dead, it might take a little while, but that's the whole point of feeding.
What do you want to do, guys?
Well, we'll figure out how to get past the other force field.
So are you wanting to kill this guy or not?
We probably should.
Yeah, okay. I'll just keep devouring.
Okay.
Is there any way I can command the replicators to make a bridge?
You got told what the 4 functions were. Yeah, so you just keep feeding on him till he's a husk there.
Yes. I am fully strength. Thank you, my brother. Oh, no, you're a girl. Thank you, my sister.
In a way, I'm kind of both.
You kind of what?
Both.
Oh, because you're gold.
Yes. Well, Tokra.
If you're Toker, you should not have allowed me to do that. That's hilarious. Oh,
So Toker, who was trapped in a sarcophagus for hundreds of years, so it's kind of
yeah, okay. In that case, they're a bit brain fucked. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, a little bit.
yeah. So you
Zal-
got told what the 4 functions they have for the replicators are at the moment.
So you should probably deactivate them fully before you leave, but you probably should get past that force field somehow first. Was there anything on the computer for doing that?
The computer Zal was at before had a function to shut it down.
Excellent.
Let's do that.
Yeah. So you head back over and disable that force field, and it shuts down. And you see, that it's basically shut down at this point, and you have a way across there. Well, you don't have a way across. You could have to make the jump unless you could think some other way through it. But
Are we just going to jump then? Do you want me
You
to?
might want to throw me.
Do you want me to go first? I have a decent amount of.
I mean, you could.
athletic.
Or you
throw
could
it
just-
first.
Yeah, so you could throw me.
All right, cool.
Because it's a
throw you.
larger gap, it's gonna be a hard check to throw him.
Are you
Athletics.
sure you want me to throw you now?
Well, if I have to get over there somehow.
You're gonna die, man. My athletics isn't that good. Oh man, I'm gonna throw you down this fucking hole accidentally. Do we have any rope? No. Okay.
We did.
How much difficulty of me?
Did the guy we just killed have any rope?
If you
Can I
want to
use-
spend a story point, then you can find on him some rope.
Yeah, all right. We'll spend a story
Doing
point.
it.
Oh no.
I'll give one back. It's fine.
Double story point.
There you go.
It's amazing rope.
All right. So he's got rope. Cool. I'm gonna tie the rope to.
It's so because he was a scientist, it's more like cable. It's usually designed. It's fairly high strength cable, but it's usually designed for linking up systems together, like various electrical systems together.
So
But it is
before you play,
high strength, so it's because it's designed. It's a thicker one that's designed for high amounts of energy transfer.
Yeah, I'll tie that to the bridge where I'm standing, and tie it around him, and then I'll throw him.
Okay.
so before we were playing past the Asgard. Now we're playing Asgard Yo-Yo.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, so you try and throw Zal, and you thought you had a pretty good shot, but Zal accidentally stumbles at the end and falls off the platform. So now he's dangling down the hole a bit by this rope.
All right, I'm gonna pull him back up. What do I need for that?
It's going to be an easy athletics check, and you can use that advantage as a boost if you would like.
Can I use that on my next throw so I know I've learned from my mistake?
Sure, you can do that.
All right.
I'd offer to help.
Oh, you're kidding! Okay, can you assist?
I'll help.
Okay.
Please do.
The angle
That
that
just
he's at, the rope is just slipping. It's not a, it's it's nice and secure and strong. It's just a little less grippy than you would have liked it to be. So pulling it back up is mildly challenging as it slips through your hands.
All right. So he's going to assist. So is that an upgrade or a boost or?
If he's going to assist with pulling it up, you can roll 2 boosts on their own here to add to that last roll.
Oh my gosh.
So many advantages.
I know.
Yeah, the rope is just too slippery to maintain enough grip
doing
on
it
it to
again.
pull him up. So yeah, he's just hanging down there at the end of the hole. You might have to try and find another way to bring him back because this rope is no good for that. But you have tied it off, as you said, so he's going to be there just dangling until you can figure out another way to get him back.
No.
Can we just swing him so he swings up and gets to the other side?
Yeah, you can roll. I'll
Swing
take that
low.
last athletics check, and I'll have Zal make an athletics check as easy as well.
Oh no.
Are we both doing it?
Yeah, well, he's got to work with you, which he isn't apparently.
Why am I fucking failing all these fucking checks? Oh. Anyway, there we go. We're swinging him.
So
He failed.
you're trying to swing him. It's he's not really cooperating quite well enough at the moment. So he's just sort of dangling there, and he's swinging. It's just not getting the sort of height you were hoping for.
Can he assist somehow by like swinging himself, or like
That's
positioning
what he
his body?
tried to do.
I don't know what to do.
You know what room you're going to, correct?
Yeah,
Over
maybe
here.
just either you jump across or throw me
All right.
across, and then
I'm gonna jump across in anger.
So average athletics.
See, why doesn't that happen? Oh, it's a harder check. And no.
Yeah, so you jump across the gap just fine.
Yeah, cool.
I'm just gonna sit here and wait for Steve to do this.
Alright. I have across.
Well, you're not. Steve is.
Oh,
still
okay,
hanging.
Steve.
Can I go in here and find some? Oh, there's people in here.
Yeah, so you go in there, and you see 2 more Goa'uld scientists. Well, you assume they're Goa'uld, but they're just working away on various things here. There appears to be in the middle some holographic display of some sort of element, and they appear to be working on something there with it, to do with it. And
Alright, can I
ahead
ask
of
for a-
you, based on what Zhao described before, you can easily find the console where the beaming tech is.
Right.
It's
Okay, can I go over to the console and try and beam them?
Yeah. Give me probably an easy computers check.
You're just giving this to us now, aren't you? Because it's dangling.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake!
Can you use a story point to like boost that
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah, if you want to take a story point, I will let you roll that again with an upgrade.
All right. It's just not my night. It's just not my night.
We're just blasting through all the story points.
Yeah, so you use the, you know, you attempt it once and just you didn't know how targeting works, so you yell out and so you just say to one of the Goa'uld here, you know, my friend here, the replicators ate the platform we were trying to help him across. Didn't go well. And so one of them just shows you how to operate the system there. And then
Cool.
goes back to his work.
There you go. So I beam them.
Yeah, so you activate the beaming tech and bring them both into this room now. The cord's still wrapped around Zhao, but yeah, it's a lengthy cord, so you know, it's still attached, but he's beamed in here with it attached. So Zhao is in the room with you.
We keep our eyes guard.
So at any point when you want to untie it, it's probably a good idea.
Okay, let's sabotage this reactor.
Yeah, so in here there are those two scientists, so did you say that out loud, or are you saying that in
Nope.
your head?
Yeah, in my head. This is my in head dialogue between me and Andromir. Zaushin
Right.
and Andromir.
Okay.
Go, wait, what?
Yeah. So yeah, what are you looking for exactly?
Does one of these look like a console?
All of those look like various consoles.
Can I briefly walk by them and see which one has would have the controls to the energy source?
Yeah, the controls to the power generator appear to be the southernmost one of the three.
Can I roll some science check to see if I know how to set it to overload and blow up the base within an hour or so? If that's possible. I don't even know if that's possible, but
give me. Okay, I'm gonna let you make a choice between an average physical science or a hard physical science check.
I'll make a hard average hard physical science or a hard what?
So it's an average physical science or a hard physical science. The one that you pick is based on how much information I'm gonna give you.
I'll pick the hard physical science and let's go. Yes.
Right. Yeah. So during that, you find the controls. You realize that it's also powering some sort of cloaking shield, which with a little bit of recoding on it can be turned into an energy shield instead of cloak. You think the cloak was there so that it wasn't detectable to any sensors for anyone who might be occupying the base. But the reason you might want to activate an energy shield is while the overload will shut it down, it'll stay, there just long enough to protect the SGC base above. when you set it to overload.
That is a smart thing to do.
Perfect. I'll whisper to Steve. Are you still hungry?
No, I'll leave these ones.
Yeah. So yeah, you type into the console there the various bits and pieces that you might need to do. Give me a and now that you've done that, it reduces the difficulty. So it's an average computers. Actually, it'd be slicing because you're reprogramming something to do something it wouldn't ordinarily. So yeah, give me an average hacking check.
I am Hacker Man. Yes, I am Hacker Man.
Yeah. So you go in at the same time as programming the power generator to overload. You make sure the process begins fairly soon, but you set it to be a long process, so it's less likely to be noticed. Whereas, if it's suddenly changed its sound due to overloading, people might notice it. But by having it extended out, you figure these scientists probably won't pick up on the fact that sound is slowly changing.
Let's get out of here.
You think, and at the same time, you also reprogram that cloaking shield into an energy shield.
All right. I'm going to just like nonchalantly just start leaving and glance at Lilith and Steve to follow.
How about we beam the DH, whatever it is, the DHD, and ourselves to the gate room?
Oh, if we can
Yeah,
do
sure.
that.
Let's do that. Does anyone have a
Okay.
grenade or anything?
Yeah, so that's slightly more complicated than the process that the scientist just showed Steve to
Right.
beam in short range.
So,
So if someone wants
can
to
I-
give a...
Let's
Can
out
I-
do that one.
Yeah, I'll let Zao do that, and I'll show him how I did it last time to give him a boost or something.
Yep, that's fine. You can have a boost for that. And it's an average computers check. Yeah, so you beam the three of you along with the
Oh, we should also quick shut down the replicators before we go.
Oh, well,
It's too late for that. We're already
Hopefully
they'll be blown up. They'll be blown up with the rest of the base.
Except the ones not on the base. They'll be fine. I'm
right,
sure.
yeah. So you beam the lot of you along with the DHD into the gate room here.
All right, let's
Hopefully there's not enough time left for them to realize or do anything about it.
And I will bring your characters here. And you find waiting up here is Alpha waiting for you there.
Oh, hey, Alpha.
He seems to indicate that Major Ward and the team have gone to check, and the other more recent group have gone to check on the scientists down in the ruins, and he's been waiting here for you.
Alright, well, it's Radio Ward and debrief. I think mission accomplished.
Yeah, I want a radio ward, and then let's. I want to get out of here.
Well, we can dial back to Earth now. So using
Yep.
that generator.
Yeah, you can dial without any real trouble. It's Earth. You all know the address. Yeah, you can enter in the dialing sequence and dial it up, and
Yeah.
then wait for Ward to return with his GDO, and then send the code through to the SGC so that you're all ready to return. I mean, you set it for an hour, so it's going to take a bit of time. Well, more or less. It wasn't exactly, because you were trying to do a slow build. But what I will do is have... what is your physical science there? You've got no ranks in it. Okay. Okay, so, yep, that happened.
So they figured it out. Damn, fuck.
We should have waited until it was closer to time.
You know, the one of the scientists, not that you know, your characters would necessarily know this, but one of them found it quite suspicious that you would beam directly out of the room just after entering it. And yeah, so you know, your characters wouldn't know this, and you know, you wait here for a little bit. Ward comes up to you and goes, "Well, soldiers, I suggest we wait here and make sure your explosion goes off as planned."
Okay.
Yes,
You said you
Sounds
activated a shield, yes?
Yes.
Then we should be perfectly fine, ideally.
yes. Zhao assured us that it'll go off, no problem.
Okay. So you wait around for a while, and don't seem to feel any vibrations that you would be expecting as the time gets up to where you would expect it to go off, and passes by it, and then another few minutes pass.
Damn scientists.
Well, are you sure you set a generator overload correctly?
I sent it there correctly, but it was a slow build over time. Things can change in an hour.
Do you think maybe... Did you leave anyone alive down there?
We absolutely did.
Is it possible they determined what you had done and undid it?
That is very possible.
Very well. I suggest we return down there and see if we can figure out what has happened. And
if we go back down there, we're gonna go. Probably should take a contingent of soldiers, because they will be. This will be guns blazing. There's no way we can us can get through a second time.
Oh, I certainly agree. We absolutely need to go down there with people to help out. I will make sure that a team of another SG team is sent through, and they will be some highly trained operatives, and they will accompany you while I guard in the gate room and put this jamming device on the DHD and the gate so they can't steal it away from us.
Excellent.
All right, let's
I'll
go.
got all the research, so.
Let's go.
Alpha, you stay here with me. 'cause you can override something. Oh wait, you're not very good with that sort of stuff, are you? From what I've seen. Oh, you stay here as muscle anyway. Yeah. So
Should use muscle in the base in the attack.
yeah. So he yeah, he tells you to head back off. Sends an SG team with you.
All right. So next time, no survivors.
Oh well, we're gonna do that right now because we got a little bit of time there before the end. So
Yeah, I'm just saying in general.
yeah. So I will drop a group with you. Yeah, and you come back through the rings again, land back in here. With this team.
All right, well, we know where we're going, so I guess tell them to follow us. Up around.
Yeah, you should be able to drag them with you so you can move them where you want them to go. Yeah, and you notice as you come to this that the small room behind encased in the glass with the 4 replicators in it is empty.
There may be replicators on the loose.
Alright, let's go down to the next level.
Okay. And yeah, as you reach back down here again, you see the replicators that were devouring the platform before seem to be gone.
Oh, fuck, we're gonna do this shit again.
So based on what happened before, you'd given this description to Major Ward, and he ordered them to bring through some mobile platforms. So the team steps forward and drops on one side here. A couple of anchor points extend out this ramp-looking thing that works somewhat like a collapsible ladder, but has a walkway platform on it, and then anchor the other side on the other side, giving you a bridge to just walk
Nice.
across.
Sweet. I'll go make sure the replicators are disabled.
So you see in here, there's no replicator on the table anymore. There's still the dead scientist that, like the husk on the ground.
Nice.
Did he have anything else on him, by the way?
No one checked.
I'm checking now.
Okay. Give me a average skullduggery check.
Where is Bugger? There it is.
Yeah, he had a couple of things. He had he had 4 naquitograms on him. Round that up to 5 because 5 is the minimum that can ever be. So he had 5 naquitograms on him. And he also had another one of those little nonagon chip things. This one, rather than being black, seems to be made of some sort of rather light grey metal instead of crystal. As you searched through his stuff here, you also noticed that relatively close to the feeding point on his chest, now that his shirt is torn a little bit from Steve feeding on him, is a tattoo with the same marking that the Jafar-looking characters had.
Ah, okay.
Not on his forehead, but it is on his chest near the feeding spot.
Alright, so I'll input the replicator shutdown thing that he showed me before.
Yeah, I mean, you press it, there's no real way to tell whether or not it worked without them being here.
Okay. Well, hopefully it worked.
And so at the moment, as far as you can tell, they've in this part at least, they don't seem to have anyone left. Another guy steps forward and extends another bridge there to let you across into that room.
Seem to be missing. Perhaps they beamed themselves out.
Right, do you just want to reactivate it again and then bow?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all, dude.
So, where was once a hologram of an atom there is nothing displaying anymore. You also noticed that some of the consoles around here seem to be damaged by what you can only assume to be some sort of electrical blasts.
Yep, it was sabotage. They knew we were coming.
Can you see if there's a self-destruct in place? I reckon they've reset it again.
I can try, but
Oh well.
Give me an average computers check.
And they're bowed. Anyway, so even blowing this place up probably wasn't
good thing I had all that dead on the pad.
Yeah, so you look over the generator here, what's left of the controls after they've blasted them here, and it appears as though they took your idea and set this place to overload. It was just slightly delayed, and it seems to be ready to overload in about 3 minutes time.
Holy shit!
Oh, we gotta go. I say that we gotta go.
Is the beaming technology still up?
Also, the other thing you notice here is the they've
Shields down, definitely.
Yeah, they've
Yep.
disabled the energy shield side of it.
Is it possible to They probably been impossible to put it up.
If you want to give me a hard mechanics check with a setback, if you succeed, you can fix enough of it to get the energy shield back active. Any threat is going to be related to time.
Nice.
Yeah, so you get the energy shield back activated. You know, you cross a few wires. You do it rather quickly. It takes you about 30 seconds.
Was the beaming thing disabled?
I mean, you're welcome to go and check that.
Yeah, I'll check.
You know, it looks like it's been shot with the same sort of fire that other consoles have been shot with.
Okay, let's go.
All right, Bale.
Right. So yeah, give me easy athletics checks, everyone.
Does anyone want to hold me?
Grab Zhao.
Does anyone want
Yeah.
to hold you?
If someone wants to carry Zhao, increase it to a average with a setback.
Would that be me?
Yeah, I still think your check is better with that than his on his own. Mine's not great either. Oh, good.
Yeah. So you know, it strains Steve a little bit as he's carrying this Asgard there. But
Thanks, buddy.
as you sprint for the ring platform again, you know, it takes you another minute to get there. So you've got about a minute and a half left on the countdown here.
All right, let's ring out. Do it.
Yeah. So you know, who wants to press the button for it or whatever?
I don't want to.
I'll press the button. I like pressing buttons.
Yeah, so you walk around to this side of the console, you know, and you see that it too is shot up by some fire. Seems to be somewhat damaged. You didn't notice it as you were coming in because it's the side that was facing away from you, and you went rather directly down there. But yeah, if you want to make a check to see if you can repair it enough to get out, you're welcome to.
What's the difficulty on that?
That'll be average with a setback. Mechanics.
Can I assist him?
Yeah, if you can give a boost for it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, this is supposed to be the talkie character, but apparently he's the smarty character. Yep, he's apparently really good with mechanics.
So it takes you a minute, so you've got about 30 seconds left as you finish up repairing this particular console. And then give me an easy computers.
Don't fail me now. Okay, good.
Yeah, so rather than try and figure out whatever the coordinates or code was back for the ring platform you entered in on before, you instead just do a really quick, command that's built into just about every ring transporter and try to force it to go to the nearest set of rings. Just because it's easier than trying to figure out the other one. And it takes you to the nearest set of rings, which deposits you back in the gate room again. Down towards the entrance here. Along with your friends.
Didn't know there were rings here.
And yeah, you get deposited here, and 20 seconds later, the explosion happens and the whole place gets rocked around. So everyone give me an average resistance check.
Surprise.
So Zal, just roll a critical.
Death.
I mean, you're not going to get that off of one roll, but
Death. Incapacitated, that means
not
I'll
that
go
you're
over
really using
and-
either of them much, but yeah. So this place gets rocked around by that explosion. Rock falls on Zhao and hurts a bit, quite a bit, but yeah, everything seems to be not too bad here. The reason the other ring platform, in all technicality, if you knew it was there ahead of time, you probably could have forced it to seek out the nearest set of rings, but it, judging off of the fact that there's a ring platform up on the surface here in the gate room, it probably would have sought this set out.
Gotcha. Wouldn't be surprised if there's also a ship around here that they beam to.
Yeah. So after the explosion doesn't go off, do you return straight through to the SGC, or do you hang around a bit? What do you do?
I've had a long day. I'm going to return the SGC, and I'm going to do a medical check to try and heal that wound.
Yeah.
No, and that wound's gonna stay.
Yeah. So when you're doing a self-healing, you've also got to increase the difficulty if you didn't.
Oh well.
So
Doesn't
maybe
really
if
matter.
one of the SGC doctors look at that.
Yeah. Yeah. So you head back through to the SGC as you dial the gate back up.
Oh, hey, there's...
And yeah, you step through the SGC there.
Can I just hear a cat?
Yeah, what the fuck is this? Yay, we did it!
Yeah, so here in the SGC, behind you is yeah, the iris closes, and the few the researchers are still back there, along with Major Ward and few and the SGC team, but with Ward back there, you step through, you get a debriefing in the main briefing room. Yeah, so in the main briefing room there, we'll drop each of you.
Oh, this guy.
There we go. And on the end of the table, in walks in General Carter, and expects a full report.
I assume I assume I write up the whole report and hand it over.
Yeah.
Including the data pad and all the information gained.
Very well. It seems that you three work well together as a team, and this android was of help during the part of the mission in which he accompanied you. I think it's safe to say that it would be better suited to keep you together than to split you into separate teams. So you will, together, led by Lilith here, I believe, as the highest ranking member of the SGC out of the four of you, will head up SG-42.
Excellent.
Excellent.
While you were busy writing your reports, word came back from Ward that shortly after your departure, a attack in orbit bombarded the base, and Talos site is somewhat lost. They managed to save most of the researchers, and they've made it back through, but the facility is gone.
That's a shame.
It would be nice to have access to the research data that they're working on, as replicators back in the galaxy is bad for all of us.
I did manage to get a good chunk of their research data, but there might have been more.
I will have our best people work on this immediately, and I will absolutely be joining him on this one.
I was going to say, which is is Colonel Carter.
I'm sure we'll need you again in short order. I will leave you in charge of investigations into this Deimos individual, I believe. As far as I have been informed, Deimos is, in mythology at least, the name of one of the children of Ares. So one would assume is similar within the Goa'uld structure, which would explain their tattoos that you've described.
We will begin our search immediately. Well, after a nice long rest.
Yes. I believe that with your effective command here and success in this process, that a commendation should be made for all of you, and I will be promoting each of you, I believe, as it would be rather useful to have.
After one mission, promotion.
So you are no longer a recruit, you are recruit first class.
Nice.
And Lilith is commanding them. I'd like you to be now be a lance corporal instead of a specialist.
Thank you, man.
Very good. Take a rest. Go home if you don't live on base, or go back to your barracks if you live here. And I will see you in a week, as I think you've deserved some time off.
Much appreciated.
It's time for us to get some rest and a good meal.
Yes.
Wink at Shao.
Emphasis on the good meal.
Let's go to the mess.
The mess is for suckers. I'll make a celebratory meal.
Excellent.
Yeah, and with that, she proceeds to stand up and then dismissed.
That was the wrong thing. Dismissed.
Okay.
Yeah. So you've received promotions here. Gives Lilith access to basic training, and the others of you should get something out of it.
Career skill boost.
Yeah, so the way that one works is you pick one of your career skills and just the one, and it permanently gains a boost dice to any checks made with it.
Jeez, I wonder what skill I'm gonna pick.
Melee.
I picked deception for mine.
Right. As for the session, it's a 10 XP session, but I'm gonna give you 5 bonus XP for successfully completing it.
So it's 15 total.
Yep. Technically, you made a little more because you also got promoted out of it, but that was very specifically spent in promotions.
Did we how much XP did we get last time?
10.
10.
Sweet. All right. Is
I
that
think I'll
it?
get warfare as a skill, since that seems to come up quite a bit.
Hey. Wonder- Ooh, just hit. Oh, I can get Devour level 2.
Sorry, how much XP did we get that time?
15.
10?
It was 10 for the first time if you didn't already take it, and it's 15 for this session.
15, okay.
It makes more sense for me to put to get that specialist for that career skill point rank 2 for 5 for experience points than to rank out the alchemy by itself for 10 XP.
Yeah, that's
That's kind of why I already went to specialist, because I was like, oh, it'll take me 10 XP to raise this skill, or I could just
Yeah, that's what I was.
also get a boost. It's like they want you to train with them.
And I pick.
So, along with that, at the end of this session, because we didn't do it beforehand, I'm going to give a roll on this one. Right. So yeah, that will adjust the exchange rate a little bit. So in the group sheet, I'm just going to go and change that over. So from now on, it happens at the beginning of each session as we adjust the exchange rate and reassign you all of your story points.
Okay.
Of which I think you actually had one too many this session anyway.
All right. Well, I'll bow. Thanks for the session.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, thank
No
you.
worries. Have a
No,
good
Thank
week.
you.
I feel like that
Sure.
went better than last time.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
with the dangling Asgard.
See you, boys.
See ya.
See ya.
So yeah.